So we all know the phrase Rome wasn't built in a day, and how I think that applies to social media is really, really crucial, especially in the times of AI, other forms of automation. Everyone wants to just create more, easier, and with less thought. AI is going to be taking over, even making videos like this. You'll be able to take a script, take a photo of yourself, and turn it into a video like this, and people are going to be able to create at scales that have never been possible before. Like posting 10 times a day is going to be a thing of the past. It's going to be posting 50 times, 100 times. If you look at a lot of these big pages like Alex Hormozy or Chris Williamson, all these guys, Gary Vee is another good example. They're posting on the magnitude of like hundreds of times per week. And I think there's two ways we can really look at this. One is you can try to compete with that direction that things are going in. If you see other people posting 100 times a week, then you're going to say, okay, I'm going to post 120 times. Then they're going to post 150, and you're going to try to do 200. And it's a never ending, infinite climbing game. Now, I don't think that approach is necessarily wrong, but I want to give my 2 cents on when that approach might not be right for you watching this. And what I've always thought with really just automation, it could apply to content, but even things outside of content, if things aren't working without automation, then they're very unlikely to work with automation. So if you're someone who's still under 1,000 followers, or you're still kind of spotty on like what is and isn't working with social media, is it getting you leads? Is it getting you followers? Applying automation is not going to help. And what I mean by automation is using AI to create these scripts. Newsflash, it's not going to work. Like AI can't just magically create what's viral. There's still an essence of, at least for now, and I hope it sticks around, there's an essence of who you are, like in your soul and in your heart, that comes through in videos. It's not going to be solved by just prompting AI with the right prompt and now your business is going to, or your social media is going to explode. I just haven't seen that work yet. I don't know if it ever will work, and to be honest, I hope it never does work, because there must still be a component of human creativity and ingenuity that is going to help your page grow. So what does this mean for you if you're trying to still grow your page and it seems like automation is not working? I really think it's going to come down to going back to the basics. Like, as stupid as this sounds, like going on walks, letting your mind think away from all this technology, away from the internet, let that creative, innate human creative ability kind of come back to you. Go to your roots. Why are you creating content? Who are you creating it for? What impact are you having through your content? Speak your truth. Don't, stand behind this sort of protective wall of AI where it's like, oh, AI can do everything for me. It can multiply my content. It can edit for me. It can script for me. It can color grade. It can make myself look pretty on the camera. That's just not going to solve any of your problems. It's just pushing away the responsibility away from you. And then when content doesn't work, you're going to say, oh, well, the prompt was bad, the editing was bad, or editing is expensive. I need to spend more on editing. I need to edit harder. It's not going to do it. There's so many accounts out there that have garbage editing, garbage audio quality, garbage video quality, and they still make it work because the essence of themselves, their heart or their soul, whatever you want to call it, is what's running the entire social media engine. So to keep this a little bit applicable for you watching, I personally view automation as something that can help you create faster, but not multiply something that isn't already working. So for example, auto captions. Auto captions are amazing. Maybe 3, 4, 5 years ago, the auto captions were not very good. They weren't very accurate. They didn't look nice on screen. Now Instagram has built-in auto captions, CapCut, basically everything has it. So use auto captions. You can use auto cutting, but that's about it. If you're trying to hide behind these auto scripts and all sorts of, automatic, even AI B-roll, right? You can hit one button and the B-roll magically pops up. Again, newsflash, AI animated B-roll is not going to solve your content problems. It's just not going to do it. It's an entertaining way to convince yourself that you are doing something positive for your brand, but it's just not going to do it. So all these people are running towards automation. My recommendation is go back to the basics, find what works, even if it's a little bit less volume than all of your competitors are doing, because all these people are just multiplying garbage and they think that they're doing something positive for their brand. They see the big names like Alex Hormozy, Gary Vee, etc., doing all this multiplication to their content, but you can't compare yourself to someone like Alex Hormozy. Alex Hormozy has a team that he's probably spending like well over $100,000 a month, maybe more, on content. His automation is on a completely different scale that as of right now is not attainable by you. That's just a fact. He was able to build what he has now because he did the hard work on himself of making the content that looked bad, but it came from the heart and it came from the soul. So don't compare yourselves to those people if you're at the stage where you don't even know what is and isn't going to work. And there are levels to this. Once you get to a level where maybe your business is making 5K, 10K, 20, 50K a month, nowhere near Hormozi, but much higher than where you're at now, you can consider hiring a team that maybe can double or triple your output. But at least then you're at a point where you know what is working. I've seen it countless times, not just with people that have worked with me, but with people that have worked with editors in the Philippines, US, etc. They have a brand or they have a business that isn't necessarily working yet. They invest over $1,000 a month at times into editing, and it goes nowhere because, again, multiplying, whether it's multiplying with AI or multiplying with a real human team of editors, multiplying something that isn't already working is just not going to get you anywhere.